On the 8th day of Christmas, Rob Top gave to me The End Is Here by Doggie, Ultraviolet by Viper, and Future Demoness by Majacko, Scheming Summit by Aimbotter, and more. Arcane by Q Mystic, Future Funk by Jonathan GD, Arcade Punk by Robot Chief, and Crystal Quarter by Knots.
Driving out into the sun, let the ultraviolet cover me up. Went looking for a creation mess, ended up with a pair of cracked lips. Windows down, scream along to some America First rap country song. A slaughterhouse, an outlet mall, slot machines, fear of God. Windows down, heater on, big bolt of lightning hanging low over the coast. Everyone's convinced it's a government drone or an alien spaceship. Either way, we're not alone. I'll find a new place to be from. A haunted house with a picket fence to float around and ghost my friends. No, I'm not afraid to disappear. The billboard said the end is near. I turned around, there was nothing there. Yeah, I guess the end is here.
Yes! Ha! Go! Oh my god. What a fucking level. Oh my god, I'm so happy. Go. Okay, so there's not many levels that I would use the term one of a kind with, but The End Is Here is one of them. The beautiful decoration, the excellent gameplay from front to back, as well as the heart-wrenching meaning that comes with the contents of this level, as well as the implication of the name The End Is Here, makes it a one-of-one experience in Geometry Dash, in my opinion. Okay, so let's start this off with the obvious. This level is a wonderful piece of art. It's beautiful. The song choice is incredible. Can we talk about what a song this is, by the way? I Know the End by Phoebe Bridgers. Incredible. And he does it justice, too. Like, the progression of intensity with the song is done extremely well. The decoration is very polished and pretty, with the colors of each part matching, like, the general tone of the part. Whether it be, like, the peaceful walk down the forest in the first part, or the hellish wave part at the climax of the song, where Phoebe is screaming her heart out. The gimmick at the beginning with like the offset duel, it's frustrating to learn but it's a fun gameplay gimmick once you understand it. The gimmick also makes way more sense when you understand the origin of the level. Back when it was just a layout, this level was originally intended to be a Valentine's Day level. So having your two icons side by side together frolicking through the forest like a couple makes a lot of sense. And it originally being a Valentine's Day level leads to a lot of interesting conversation to be had about the fact that the level descends into madness, especially given the name The End is here. My personal own interpretation is that it's about a breakup. Think about it. You're happily with two icons in the more carefree part of the level and the softer part of the song. And as the song drops, the level becomes more intense, like almost apocalyptic. Warmer colors like orange and red, maybe symbolizing rage and heartbreak. And now, here's the key part. The entire second half of the level has no duels, whereas the first half is all duels. So maybe it's like a representation of you being single, broken up, and left alone. All of that combined with the fact that it was originally meant to be a Valentine's Day layout, like the pieces are kind of falling into place here, you know what I mean? Now obviously I'm not saying that Doggie intended for it to be that way, that's just how I saw it. It can obviously also be just like a broader metaphor for loss in your life in general, whether it be like a lost family member or a lost friend, people you've lost touch with that you've missed. It can absolutely be interpreted as all those things, but with it being a Valentine's Day layout originally, I personally think the breakup angle is more likely, and that makes it hit really, really hard for me. Now, with all that yapping about the meaning out of the way, onto how the level actually plays. Okay, first let me say the two types of Geometry Dash players that I fully expect to have the most polished, cohesive, and fun gameplay are Star Grinders and really good Extreme Demon players. Because both of those types of GD players have played a lot of Geometry Dash and a lot of really good and really bad levels. And they should have a really good understanding as to what constitutes fair and fun gameplay. Now Doggie, obviously, is about as good as an Extreme Demon player can get. There's only a couple people on the planet that are better than him. And obviously he's played a lot of Extreme Demons, both good and bad. That combined with his track record for making layouts for fun, as well as the community's extremely positive reception, I fully expected this to be super fun, and thankfully, I was not disappointed. The beginning gimmick took some time to get used to, but it ended up being pretty consistent once you understood the click patterns. 25 to 50 is by far the easiest part of the level. It's very fun to pull off too. Like the chain is really like smooth, it's not buggy at all. But what is by far my favorite part of the level is 50 to 75. This part gives me such Comatose vibes. With the style, the music sync, the intensity, and anybody that knows me knows how much I love Comatose. It's such an awesome part. And this ending mini wave, clearly inspired by Cold Sweat, it's really cool. It's definitely the hardest part of the level for me. The gaps aren't very tight, but with the visual obstruction and 4x speed mini wave, as well as the difficulty to get used to transitions, it was by far the hardest part for me. You definitely get the rhythm for it after a while though. And I love that Doggie managed to make the ending feel intense, but also make it easy enough to make sure it's not an ending choke point. That's very hard to do. Massive shout out for that. If you're willing to play a gimmicky, learny, longer level, this level is a massive positive recommendation for me. It's one of my favorite levels to come out this year. It takes a lot of getting used to, but it's a beautiful experience and plays very well. And given the decoration quality, it's really well optimized. I don't know exactly how many objects it has, but when I used LDM, I did not feel any significant lag, and I have a pretty bad PC. This is the last Demon of Christmas I'm going to be doing. The next 4 are going to be on Pancake's channel. Please check out his videos. Also, I'm going to be making a video about my favorite levels of 2025. This level is definitely going to be on there. So yeah, make sure to check that out. It's probably going to release sometime in January.